Plays, they're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jeffrey will go in motion right. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flushed out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brooks Reed. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And this will be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
81.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Well, he's going to throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
We'll go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints?
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Ryan on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 52 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. And he motions the wide receiver. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. They will run again with Coleman. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. Buying time to his... Ryan hit, and he lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back to the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
He's going to air one out. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Eagles will take over here in just a second on offense. And Charles, as you look back to the Super Bowl title run that they just had, what were some of the moves that made that possible?
I'll keep it on the offensive side of the ball because I thought their front office did a fantastic job of having answers in case things happen. Carson Wentz goes out. Well, they had signed Nick Foles to back him up. That worked out pretty well. Getting Alshon Jeffrey as a weapon outside to help them in the passing game. Darren Sproles gets hurt at running back. Corey Clement was signed as an undrafted free agent. He filled in well, and they traded for Jay Ajayi. And how about Jason Peters losing the all-world left tackle? And Halapoulivaati Vaitai, who they drafted the year before, filled in quite capably. They had answers for everything they needed.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Wentz to throw on second down. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Torrey Smith. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Falcons taking over on offense in just a second, and, you know, this year ended in disappointing fashion. Now, last year was the ultimate version of heartbreak, but if you're a Falcon fan, this one was tough to swallow as well, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because let's be honest about it. Losing in the Super Bowl, I don't care how you lose, you were in the Super Bowl. You were playing for it all. This team was supposed to be as good or better. Ultimately ended up 10-6, found their way in the playoffs, but didn't get the deep run as they had the year before. So you're exactly right. For Falcons fans, that's a tough one. But this is a team that's built to be good for a long time.
Steps away to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 69 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. They go play action now. Ryan Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Ryan to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 38 yards. And it'll give the Falcons a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Forced out to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. Let's make it a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. It's Ryan. Rolling to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again. Ryan. Being chased out left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nigel Bradham with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. 4th down. Here's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half. but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From midfield, here's Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's Ajayi. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Ajayi. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Give him 5 on the play there. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Dancing away at the 30. And all the way down to the 37. A big run there by Freeman. 46 yards on the ground. They go play action with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, Throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run with Ajayi. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll try to run with Ajayi. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now a desperate, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take